Hey everybody, it's John DePietro for the New England RV Dealers Association. I've made it to Cape Cod, and there'll be a lot of people doing that this weekend because it's August, and it's an awesome August. And I'm at Major's RV. I'm with our friend Jeff, who's a constant guest, a frequent guest. I shouldn't say constant guest. And I talked to him before, and I said, Jeff, what do you got new? What do you got? You know, people don't want to talk about steps. They don't want to talk about
boring
stuff like that.
You need them, but it's boring.
They need something cool.
Well, here's something cool, John.
So what do you got?
This is a solar cooker, okay, John?
Solar
Basically, just
cooker.
using the sun's rays. It's focusing the sun's rays into this vacuum tube. You put the food in here.
Right in here.
Yep. Close it
up.
It cooks away. Heats up to about 530 degrees. You can burn a hot dog in less than 20 minutes.
So this is, Jeff, this is the original set it and forget it.
This is set it, forget it, John. This is it. Yeah, pretty
This
neat
is
stuff.
it.
We took delivery of these in February. I brought it outside. I put a frozen hot dog in here. Again, it was February. The sun was shining. It was 30 degrees. Put the hot dog in there, closed it, 20 minutes. The hot dog was inedible. It was burnt.
Burnt?
Yeah. It takes about 12 minutes to cook a hot dog.
Okay, what are these, potatoes?
These are roasted potatoes that our Liz over in the service department, her husband made those in about 40 minutes. Roasted potatoes.
Oh, these are your actual ones.
Oh,
This is
yeah.
not like from the manufacturer.
No. She had those for dinner.
Okay.
So pretty neat item, John.
So there's the box that it
something
comes in.
new and interesting that you won't see just anywhere.
So you need the sun. You don't necessarily need 90-degree temperatures, right?
It will cook, and it'll just take a little bit longer on cloudy days. But yeah,
Okay.
it does need to be daylight.
But I mean, in the wintertime, can you still?
Oh yeah, John, absolutely.
So you could, we're figuring out a new use for this right now as we go. You could put this on your deck and use it year-round.
Absolutely. Absolutely,
Okay.
John.
So a rough price point.
It's about $300.
Okay, so that's pretty cool.
Oh, yeah,
and you
John.
just put aluminum foil or something in there so that it keeps it clean?
Yep.
Or,
Comes with its own little cleaner.
oh, look at that.
Screws on the end, and it just cleans it.
Okay. So next time we do this, we got to demo it.
Now you're talking, John. I'm
Okay.
all over it. I'm all over it.
Okay, look, you got another grill here.
Oh yeah, the Weber grills. Weber's come out now. They now have changed the colors. You can get them
they're not
different
just
colors.
black, okay.
Yeah, no, you can get them as the orange, red, black, blue, purple.
Because it really, maybe you're buying it now for next season, because it really is at the end of the camping season, right?
John, no, it's not, John.
What do you mean,
it's
no?
not. Down here on the Cape, maybe it is elsewhere, but we have found September to be as busy as August is. I think what's happened is you've got a lot of the kids that are going back to school in August, and you've got a lot of your retirees or people who are empty nesters saying, hey, September is a fabulous
Let's go
time to
now while there's no kids at the beach.
Yeah, absolutely, John. So we have found September to be every bit as busy as August for us, which is wonderful. Traffic is a little bit lighter. It's a little bit easier, as I'm sure you ran into today coming over the bridge. A little bit easier in September than it is in August.
Yeah. Well, you know what? Regardless of whether it's busy or not, I mean, the end of the year
It's coming.
is coming. So there are a lot of items that people forget to, and how can I say this? Because I own an RV, and there's a lot of things that I put off until the spring because, I'm going to have my RV put away. What can you tell me that you should really be taking concern with at this time of the year?
John, I'm going to lead you on over to Chris over in the service department. He's got some great ideas and tips on things to think about as you're going forward into the off season.
Oh, this is Chris.
How
Okay.
are you, pal?
Great.
Chris, hate to catch you off guard, but
It's quite all right.
so Jeff was mentioning when we were just chatting. What are some items that people should be considering at the end of the season, rather than waiting until
Till the springtime?
start of the springtime when people get back into that springtime habit?
Makes complete sense. Great question. The biggest and most obvious is looking for leaks in your coach. Water, as we all know, can do the most damage to your coach, and if you don't catch it in time and it sits over the winter, whether you're here on Cape Cod with our traditional wet snows, or you're up in Worcester area where it's a drier snow but it sits all winter, you really want to get ahead of that curve if you have any leaks. We offer a service here called a Seal Tech.
Okay, you're not telling us that we should get up on our roof in foul weather, right?
No,
okay.
no, don't do that. If you want to visually inspect your own roof, please do feel free if you're comfortable doing
Right,
that.
just don't do it on your property.
Just don't do it on my property. Do it on yours. Absolutely. But
you hear
no,
these crazy stories, and I'm at the point right now where I'm testing the weight limits of those the ladders that say, weight limit.
they don't let me up on roofs, my friend. They don't, and I'm okay with that.
Okay. So tell me, I
Yeah, no. Seal Tech. Seal Tech is a process that actually goes from the inside of the coach. And what it does is what we call reverse pressurized. It's a machine that goes in and essentially pressurizes the inside with air, not over pressurized, but just enough airflow so that we can then go around all the seams with a bubble solution.
Yeah, like on the roof.
On the roof, around the doors, around windows.
All the places that could lose energy.
That could potentially have a leak issue. And if air comes out, water can come in. It doesn't mean it is coming in, it means it can come in.
Okay.
So then we can actually address that with you and say, here are your potential threats. What do you want to do about them? We can come up with suggestions to help you get ahead of that curve so you don't get behind the deal and open that coach in the spring and find a nice big puddle on the floor.
Okay.
And it happens.
Because the thing that I learned from another professional in the business, just like you, is that the worst thing you can do is to cover your RV during the winter with a blue tarp.
Oh, yeah, nightmare.
Right?
Nightmare. If you want to cover it, and there are great reasons to cover it depending where you are, I know that, and I'm sure Jeff's talked about them in the past, we have,
you have some
specific
covers.
RV covers here.
Right.
Absolutely. They are specific for the RV industry.
But regardless, I mean, this test, how long does it take? I mean, is it
The
like
test
a week
itself
long?
is about a couple hours just to go through it and test. Depending on what we find, is then we'll follow up with you and say this is what we recommend we do, and then we can have that discussion on how long that would take. But the test itself, it's only about 2 hours to do, ish.
Okay, and you could save yourself thousands. Because as we've seen in so many RV videos of roof leaks that went undetected because it didn't, it came in, but it went right to the floor.
John, it's the #1 death knell of all RVs is water leakage.
Water leakage.
It's the #1 death knell of all RVs.
And if there's a lot of wood in it, once that rot starts,
you're done.
All done.
It's not going to go.
You're all done if you get in there.
So, how can people take advantage of that? Just
Seal
call
Tech.
you here?
It's called the Seal Tech. They can just call the store.
Spell it out.
SEAL, Seal,
Yeah.
Tech, TECH.
Okay.
That's the name of the machine. Therefore, we just call it. Do a Seal Tech. But they can just call us here at Majors, and I know Jeff's probably given you the phone number 1,000 times, but 508-759-2833. We're extension 4. Don't hit extension 5 and bother Jeff up front. He yells at me.
Yep.
Extension 4 back here in service.
Hey, service, I got another one of your calls.
Exactly.
Answer the phone.
But give us a call and we'll set it up for you.
Yep.
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay. So that's a story from Majors. Jeff, tell us where we're located. I know we're close to the Bourne Bridge because I just spent 20 minutes trying to get over it.
We're at 150 MacArthur Boulevard in Bourne. We're a half a mile from the Bourne Bridge on the Cape side of the bridge.
Okay. Seal Tech, solar,